go? Where do you go to? I wanna know. How do you do it, that thing you do? Follow you blindly, I'll be your fool. Where do you go to? Where do you go? Where do you go to? I wanna know. How do you do it?
Hey, Rick.
Hey, Carmen.
So are you okay? I was just going to cancel it because Cynthia's not here either, and you guys wanted to have this tonight. So is everything okay?
Yeah. It was I had a hard time getting her in bed, but she's good now.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm concerned. I don't know where Cynthia is. Hi, everyone. I feel bad. There are people that were waiting for us.
Oh, hello, people.
We're never late. I know we're like a minute late. It's a weird day because it's a holiday, and we're not going to. I was not going to have us come on, and then we decided we would. We had a silly conversation yesterday, which was
Oh
Lord, it's posted. So I was just going to replay that or something, but yeah. I'm not worried about. Hey, Melanie, how are you? But now I'm worried about Cynthia because she said she was like, "No, let's do it." Blah 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 blah
And their
blah.
message?
I just text her. Did you get my message? I just text you too.
I know something about an email and speed test. I saw that real quick.
No, not you. I just text you now. I'm like, are you?
Oh,
No.
when I say I literally just got her in bed, I mean literally. Oh, now I see it.
Okay, now, yeah, cool. Well, now I don't know what we're gonna do because you and Cynthia were gonna have the show prepared, and you don't, do you? No.
No, I had things I wanted to discuss.
Okay, let's give Cynthia some time. I'm worried now, though. I'm a little bit
Do you have
stressed.
fireworks at all going on? Because right now it's again pow 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 pow. I'm hearing it.
No,
Right
it's only 6:00 here, and it's still sunny out. I can still see through my drapes. Is this Rick and Cynthia show?
Not
It's
right now,
supposed to be, but I don't know where Cynthia is. But I'm concerned because it's not like her. Like,
Right.
so I don't know.
Mm.
Okay, so all right, let's talk about something else, Rick. As if we didn't talk about as much silliness as we could yesterday. But do you want? Did you say you had prepared stuff for the show? You could just start with me. No.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to talk about movies and why we enjoy them and the whole experience about movies. Like,
I hate movies, so no. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do you and Cynthia. Uh-huh.
But
Yeah.
I was stop.
I'm sorry.
You don't stop that. I'm gonna do some more AMSR, whatever it's called.
Hey, Gary. ASMR.
Hey,
Gary, you're up again. Do you want to come up? Anyone can come up today because it's a holiday. Oh, hey, Melanie.
Fireworks.
Do you mind if we let Gary? I don't know where Cynthia is. I'm feeling bad. I'm worried now about her. Maybe I shouldn't be, but she would normally just text me back. Maybe she just fell asleep. Maybe she was enjoying so much time.
It's possible.
You know what I mean?
She went to some family thing and she's not back yet. Who knows?
It could be all those things. It's going to be positive things.
Let me tell you,
tired.
I've been stuck in fireworks traffic, and that can be 2 or 3 hours, where it normally would take you like a half hour.
Fireworks traffic.
I'm telling you, it's a thing over here. It's bad.
Gary, I mean, do you mind? I'm inviting Gary and Melanie and anybody else who wants to come up, as long as you're not crazy.
We've already vetted Gary, and we know Melanie. So
Yeah, Melanie is, Melanie is. Okay, Gary, whatever, no stress. Okay, so all right, tell me, go ahead. What you want to talk about movies? I'll be good. Go ahead. What was your question?
No, I was just saying, like, a lot of different aspects that I used a Tony word, aspects to think about as far as movies. Like, is there a reason why perhaps you would rather watch a movie in the theater as opposed to home? Or is it always rather have a theater? Or is it always home? Or does it depend on the movie?
Excuse me. I think for me, I don't know. I go back and forth on this. Like, I can't imagine watching Avengers, any of the Avenger movies. I mean, the original ones. I mean, is that how we're going to start classifying it now? Hey, Gary, how are you?
Yeah, morning.
Good morning. Yeah, it's like 2 a.m., right?
3 a.m. I think.
Yeah, it's
2 a.m.
heat wave again. Way too hot. Can't get
really?
sleep. So yeah, it's weird.
Wow.
We get like, I think I told this, but we get like 4 days of crazy sun each year, and we just don't have the infrastructure to cope. We don't have air conditioning. We've got nothing. So
Oh, you know what? I keep thinking he's in London. You're not in London.
no, it doesn't matter.
No, it does, because it's not
away
2
from
a.m.
London.
It's not 2 a.m. there. It's 3 a.m., right? Where
No,
you
we
are.
have one time zone. Just one time
Oh
zone.
yeah, so it is 2 a.m. right now. It's about 2
It is,
something.
yeah.
And you're north of London, I think, if I remember.
Yeah. Manchester way.
Okay, so we're talking about movies. So Rick, you want to ask the question again, and then I'll answer, and then Gary can chime in.
Yeah. So when thinking about a movie, is there like, whether you watch it in the theater or watch it at home, if you have the choice, if they're both at the same time, is it, I always want to watch it at the theater, or I always want to watch it at home, or it depends on the type of movie it is, or am I going to go alone or not? Like all those kind of type things.
Yeah, so I was going to say that I'm kind of torn, I think, because I could never imagine seeing for the first time Avenger movies, for example, right? The original ones. I don't mean all the 95 other ones that came afterwards, but up to Endgame. Watching all of those in the movie theater, especially going with, at the time, my goddaughter, who was hilarious because she was so young. She was like 5, 6, 7, and Black Panther. Like, she was just, we had so much fun. I can't imagine seeing those only on my TV. No matter how big a TV is, there was something about the movie experience, And there are those moments that we've all seen a million times, but we also experience them when we're sitting in the theater and Captain America grabs the Thor's hammer, for example. Like, we're those moments. Gary, are you an Avengers fan, or? Okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
Anyways,
no, I like them at the start. There's too many of them now. There's like 20
there's too many of them.
I can't keep track. It's like Game of Thrones or something. Like, I don't know what's going on.
But the original one from the beginning.
But the original ones from the beginning, those were amazing.
Yeah, they were good. I mean, with regards to going to cinema, it depends on the film and how much I care about the film. If it's a film that I really care about, you got to see it straight away. But then again, these days, if you wait a week or two, you can probably get it on home release anyway. So
and
it
that's
really
the
depends
thing,
on the film.
Staying at home, like for some movies, I feel like I don't need to see the cinematic effect.
Yeah, if it's an indie film or like a low budget film or something with no special effects, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Well, I mean, to the directors or cinematographers who might be listening, it matters. It matters so much. I'm just saying I can get the full thing. Now, as far as going with somebody to movies, I thought that was interesting. You know what? Nowadays, I'd rather go with nobody because people talk too much to me. And like, if I'm going to go into a movie theater, I really don't want people talking to me while I'm watching a movie. So it depends on who it is. What about you, Rick?
I mean, all of it. So the alone part, I'd rather go with somebody, to be honest with you. I mean, unless it's something that I know none of my friends are going to like at all, then I'm like, all right, fine, I'll just go by myself. Especially if it's a cheaper matinee price or whatever. And then as far as the theater versus home, it depends on the movie. Like if it's like a spectacle, sci-fi, like all kinds of like crazy stuff, or battles outside, like you kind of want to see the big screen and all that. But if it's like a documentary history or something, like, I can watch that at home. I don't care about that, But it kind of depends on the movie, the type of the movie it is. The more grandiose it is, the more I probably want to watch it in the actual theater, the sound and the booms and the bass you can feel on the floor and all that.
I just think Gary looks so good for being up at 2 a.m. If I was coming on camera at 2 a.m., my hair, okay, I know my hair is crazy anyway, but it'd be like this, you know what I mean? Like not, and I would be like all in my PJs and everything. Like, did you get dressed because you were hoping we'd be on?
No, I'm literally wearing what I was wearing today, which is a short sleeve shirt and chino shorts.
Oh, so you haven't gone to sleep yet?
No. I'm like part vampire, I think. Like I get up late and I go bed late. So even on a work day, I'm not going to sleep till about 1:30 in the morning anyway.
That's funny.
Just the way
Melanie
it is.
just said,
then I'm up at like 8.
Oh wow.
That's late. Oh no, it's good. Melanie just said, if I have someone to go to the theater with, I prefer the theater. If I'm alone, I prefer to watch it at home. I love going to the theater alone. I have to tell you,
I completely agree.
I love it.
When I used to, in my last job, before the job I have now, I used to have to go on installations to like Manchester or London or Liverpool.
Go to the theater.
Evening.
Okay, wait, but Wolfie, wait. Wolfie, that's a weird angle, number one.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
And we can hear an echo.
Yeah, I just turned that off.
Okay, Wolfie, Gary, Wolfie.
Hey, Gary, how you doing?
London and Canada, right?
Sorry, London and what?
Aren't you in Canada? I forget.
I'm in Toronto. Yeah, you know
Toronto.
what? I'm gonna. This is really a bad angle. I'm gonna go to my computer. So I'll be right back.
Okay, we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, bye. I'm sorry, Gary. Go ahead. What were you saying?
No worries. So what I used to do is, I go on installs, and what you're going to do at night, like you're not going to go out to a bar because you're up early in the morning. So I used to go cinema. So I would go to, if I was in London, I'd purposely go to the Odeon in Leicester Square, which is where all the big premieres are. It's like a big,
cool.
It's a great, it's like an Art Deco. It's got like 2,000 seats in it as well. It's a really old cinema. So I would go there and I would just watch whatever is on that week.
Right.
And so I kind of got used to going to the cinema on my own for that reason, was because what else are you going to do? Like, you're in the city, the company you work for give you like no money
right.
to spend. So you're like, I'll just go to the cinema, see what's on.
Mm-hmm.
Rick, what else you got? What else you got on your list of questions? I know Cynthia really bumming you out, huh? Because Cynthia was supposed to do this with you.
No, that's fine. That's fine. So for you guys, when you decide, okay, I'm going to sit down and watch a movie, is it more, I want to escape real life for a little while, or it's, I'm in the mood for a really good story, or like, what's your kind of motivation for, I feel like watching a movie right now? Like, why do you feel like watching a movie at that time?
Gosh, a good question. I don't think it happens that often anymore.
Mm.
I mean, like the last movie I went to see in the theater was Sinners. And I went because we know I wasn't going to go because I hate the genre. Yeah. But I went because I know I'm not a fan of it at all. So I watch it with my eyes closed. But I went because I knew it was going to be something that everyone was going to see. And I wanted to support Ryan Coogler, right? Because I knew that he had done Fruitvale, but more importantly, Black Panther. So I was like, I need to go see this movie. So, but that was the last time I was in the theater. That was a while ago, like I used to go at least 2-3 times a month, at least. Okay, but Wolfie, now we can't see you. Like, hello, or hear you. Hello.
I think I prefer the other way better over this.
I know, that's okay. I don't know what's happening. Maybe he's so Wolfie, I don't know if you can hear. Okay.
Oh, he'll be back.
This is fun. It's all good. Not what I was expecting. I have my phone on because I'm waiting for Cynthia to. I hope something didn't happen. It's not like her, so I think something might have.
Is she, because obviously it's the 4th of July, which means nothing over here. It's just a Friday to me. But don't you do something special on those days or not? I don't know.
I promise you it does not. It does. I don't know. She wanted to have this. Wolfie, we still cannot see you or hear you.
All right. Can you
hear you?
We can hear you.
We can hear you. That's a start.
You can hear me. That's good. All right. Let me just see if I can fix this camera thing. It's got the right camera on it. I don't know what's going on here.
Let me double check that I don't have you turned off. Nope, I have you turned on, so you should be all set.
Yeah, I don't get that. That's weird.
You see yourself?
Can you see yourself on?
I cannot see myself. No. So that's kind of.
But I can hear myself. I can hear the back. Yeah.
Oh, there's something wonky with my camera. So you guys keep talking. I'll figure this out. Give me a second.
Okay. It's all good. It's very loose here on Friday nights.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Gary. I'm sorry.
I can't remember what.
But Wolfie, you have to turn off the feedback, because I can hear myself.
All right. Oh
An
dear.
echo.
Okay. Darn, this isn't going to work. All right.
Oh, if you have to go back to the other way, at least we
Oh,
can
back
see.
to the other way. Bad angle,
Yeah.
but it was still cool. All right, go ahead. Gary, go ahead. This is a weird show tonight. Not that I was
All right.
I don't know if it was
Well,
weirder
no,
than
we were
yesterday's
talking
day
about
on
the
my
4th of
phone.
July, weren't we? I was saying, what do you do on it? Is it just like, because we don't have an equivalent over here, I don't think, like in terms of a bank. Oh, I suppose we have fireworks night, Guy Fawkes night, where we set off fireworks and burn dolls. That's kind of about it, I guess.
Wait, burn dolls?
Yeah, you burn an effigy of Guido Fawkes, the guy who tried to blow up Parliament.
Oh, wow.
So
That's awesome.
I
That
didn't
might
know.
be something we might be taking on in the next few years. I don't know. I don't know.
putting Trump on a bonfire.
They'll be like burning Trump in effigy or something. I have no idea. I think it's you know what? Look, at back in the day, the 4th of July was very different, but now it's just a typical. We don't talk about politics on here, but
Yeah.
you already know that the politics are a tough situation here
Yeah.
in Los Angeles, in the United States. So I don't know. I'm not celebrating the 4th of July the way I would have once wanted to, is all I'm saying. All right, Wolfie, speak. Can we hear you? We can see you.
Yeah, I can see. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you good. That's all
Good.
good.
No
Okay.
echo either,
All
so
right.
that's good.
Okay. All right.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, and happy 4th of July to you guys.
Thank
Okay,
I heard what you
thank
just
you.
said, so I'm just ignoring it.
Yeah. Melanie just said tonight is normal compared to last night. Oh, so Melanie watched it, right? Yeah, we were so
You were
goofy,
so goofy. Oh my
but
god.
it was funny. We were doing ASMR. We were pretending we were doing like all that weird ASMR that you see on TikTok. But
Okay.
Wolfie, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm just fine. Yeah, I'm enjoying my 3rd month of retirement, so it's been really good.
Nice.
So what do you do in retirement?
Okay.
Nothing, absolutely nothing. I'm watching TV.
Are you not bored? Is that not getting
Oh
boring?
no. It's only been like I like everybody who asked me like, what are you gonna do when you retire? I told them that. I said 3 months of TV. That's it. And then after that, I'll figure it out from there. So I'm coming up my 3rd month now. So now it's time to get going, get moving. So
Wow.
yeah.
What have you watched some? I mean, what I would, you know what, after a week, I'd be bored out of my mind, but
Yeah. Well, I had a lot of TV shows that I wanted to
catch up
like
on.
yeah, like the Blacklist. I had to see that one all the way through. So,
Right.
and that was quite a few seasons. So yeah, got
Were you
through
able
that.
to, were you able to catch up on everything you wanted to? as
Pretty
far as
much,
TV?
yeah. Pretty
Oh,
much, yeah.
good.
Yep. So now I'm making plans to go out walking with my cat.
Walking with your cat. Wow,
Yeah.
this show is so boring. Walking with your cat.
Yeah,
Melanie just said last night's show should go viral. Yeah, right. So it's really funny. So wait, Gary, what were you gonna say? Are you yawning?
No, I'm not. I've got something stuck in my tooth.
Oh, okay. So you're both sicky over here. Like, what's going on? All right, Rick, go ahead. What else you got? I feel bad.
Should we ask Wolfie since he came a little bit later? But
Go ahead,
as
ask
far as
Wolfie.
do you like going to the movies?
I do very much.
So the
And you
question
do too?
originally was, if you have a choice, if it's both in the theater and at home, and you have the choice, how do you choose? Like, is it always going to the movies no matter what, or always home, or both, or it depends?
Yeah, if it's playing at home, I'm going to watch it at home.
Oh.
Even if it's a cinematic movie?
Yes, even so, yeah.
Wow.
So
What would make you want to go to the theater then?
just if it wasn't playing it at home, and if it's a big name like a movie I want to see on the theater, on the big screen, then that's
Is it safe to say you're an indoor person?
I would say that's
A homebody.
fairly true. Yeah, I would say. But I also have this big, huge 77-inch TV, so I got to justify that, right? It's a sunk cost fallacy, right? Got to take advantage of it. So
You know what? I don't like having a big TV in my house at all.
really, eh?
I cannot. You know what? I actually don't even like what TVs look like. So back when I had my condo, what I really liked was that the TV was hidden in the wall. You know what I mean? So you'd have to like open it up and see it in every room that we had them in, and it was awesome. And like, I just don't like how TVs look nowadays. They look so moderny and out of. But I guess it depends on your decor. I don't know. I just don't like the big, huge TVs. Like, I don't know. I know everyone needs it or they enjoy it because that's the movie experience, but it's just not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
have
and
super speakers to match.
yeah, I do actually.
I knew it.
Yeah. If you're gonna have a theater,
if it's just you, why would you need super duper like speakers and whatever?
because I want the movie experience in my home. That's basically it. So I've got surround sound going on here and everything. It's great. Is that the same for you, Rick? You got a surround sound system going on?
Well, right now my situation is a little weird because I took care of my mother with dementia, and I literally can't go anywhere, even if I wanted to. Like, I've imagined trying to bring her to the movie. I'm like, oh no, that would be a disaster. No, so no movies are out. But it used to be a very regular thing. I have like certain friends that they love to go to the movies almost every week. I'd go see a movie with somebody and whatever. And so I love going to the movies. But just as much like watching them at home too. But if it's something like brand new and like Carmen said, like a cinematic type, or for me, it's like sci-fi or like a outdoor battle or something like, or 3D or I don't know about 3D, but I'm saying when it's a very big, as opposed to like, oh, this is a story of the life of blah, blah, blah. I'll watch that at home. But, if it's like,
hey, when I do my movie, y'all going to the damn ass theater. Okay. That's all I'm going to tell you.
There you go.
Melanie just said, what do you call a big TV? I'm waiting for the joke part, Melanie. Is this like a joke?
No, I think she's literally saying, what do you consider?
I think she's asking, like, what inches do you call like a big TV? Because for me, I think 50-inch TV is a big TV, personally.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought there was a joke. I was like, I don't know. What do you call a big TV? I think my TV is like a 65, 55. I don't know what it is. It's too. I don't like it. I think. Because I live in a 1-bedroom apartment now. I used to live in a condo, a 2-bedroom condo, so it was a little bit different. But now I'm near the beach, so I really don't like that the TV is big because I can't hide it anywhere. I don't know. How do you know what the size is? You have to measure it
measure from one corner to the other. Yeah.
Diagonal. Yeah.
Maybe it's 55 or something. What?
So Carmen, I've met people like you. My daughter, for example, doesn't like TVs either, and just would like to, close it up and hide it if she could. So, are you more of an?
No. I like watching TV. I just don't like it as part of it's ugly. It's not part of the decor.
You know what you should look into, by the way? You should look into them ones that are TVs and then picture frames.
Oh, you mean the like the things that you...
It looks like a picture frame. You can have like photos and stuff, and it can also be a TV.
You're right. I have seen. Yeah, you're right.
So then, obviously, when your TV's not on, it just looks like you've got a big picture.
It looks like it's a picture of whatever.
Yeah.
Big picture of me. That would be so tacky. Right?
A big picture of Andrea's chickens.
Why are you bringing that up? That's so weird. Interesting. Okay, Rick, what else you got? Any more?
What was the other question that Wolfie came for?
I don't know, but I'm bored. So you have to liven this up a bit, boys.
I've got a question about the cinema, actually, Ray. Let me jump in. Has anyone ever fallen asleep in the cinema?
Never.
Oh, I have.
What movie?
Titanic.
Oh, I walked out of that one. So same thing. I walked out of that film. So good. We're on the same page.
In my defense, I was like 14 and me and my girlfriend went there. I fell asleep. As far as I can remember, I fell asleep. I've never watched it again. I fell asleep when they were dining and I woke up when it was sinking. I must have missed like an hour of the film.
Yeah. No, I walked out of that movie. Okay, you guys, what do you guys ever fall asleep?
What else? Well, I wanted to ask. That's a good question. What movies have you walked out of, other than Titanic?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I think that's pretty much the only one I can really remember. I had to walk out of one because I was with someone who had, I'm not going to say an emergency, but their boss paged them. So that's totally aging us. But the movie was with, I forget the name of it, and I have seen it since, with Jodie Foster, and she's in a space capsule or something. No.
Is that Contact?
Yes, that's it. Contact. Yeah, that's the one. How did you know that when I said Jodie?
I don't know. When you said Jodie, I just remember her being in this kind of like space.
Yeah, like and then like
religious overtones in it.
Yeah.
I think
and there was like
McConaughey was like a priest in it.
What's his name? McConaughey. McConaughey was in it. That guy, McConaughey.
Yeah, he was in it, wasn't he, as a priest?
So that's the only other one that I remember we had to leave, but then I ended up seeing that, and that was kind of just an emergency situation. But I've never fell on the. I don't trust nobody. I'm not gonna fall asleep in no movie theater. Never.
Some of those seats now are amazing. Like I went to a cinema once, one of these fancy IMAX ones. I was like lounging back with a tray and everything.
Yeah, and they bring the food to you now and everything.
Oh no, yeah, there was a person in the corner who brought me the food.
Melanie, you and I are the same. We're the same. Okay, the same.
Melanie's never walked out. She's never walked out of a movie. I've walked out of a movie. What was it? What was it?
Oh, you're right. We're not the same. We're not the same. We're not the same. Sorry, Melanie. We're not the same. Sorry, I read that wrong. Go ahead, Wolfie. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Isle of Dogs. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that one, but it features a lot of drumming. And when I went into it, I had a migraine. So, of course, it was just a bad deal. Just a bad deal. It was just all drumming all the way through it. I just had to leave. So
I don't even know this movie. I have to look it up. I love dogs.
Mm-hmm. Isle of Dogs. Yeah.
Actually, what came up was like a thing about dogs. Okay, wait, movie. I have to
I think I have fallen asleep more than once, to be honest. I'm going to totally be honest. And both it was with my son. And I think, don't even ask me what movie, because I don't even remember. But I remember it was something I wanted to see, look forward to see. But he was like, "You were so tired, Dad." He goes, "If you started snoring, then I'd like hit you or something. But otherwise, I'd just let you sleep." But it wasn't like 5 minutes, it was just like a few minutes, I looked up and I'm like, wait, the scene is different. What happened? He's like, "You fell asleep." I did. I didn't even realize I fell asleep.
Listen, my girlfriend didn't even notice, and it was an hour. That's how much she loved Leo DiCaprio at the time. She didn't even notice I'd fell asleep.
That's funny.
I've never fallen asleep in a movie theater either. Okay, now we're the same. Yeah. No, I'm not going to spend that kind of money and fall asleep. But I also just think and usually I will sit through whatever movie, but Titanic, I wanted to shoot myself.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. Oh, and then it became like the highest grossing film, and then everybody had to see it. Everybody was talking about it. I was like, whatever. Still, I'm like Andrea when it comes to Titanic. I will never watch that movie.
I don't understand James Cameron, because every film he does is a massive hit, and I always think they're crap. Like I thought Avatar was naff as well. Like every big film that he does is not good.
I thought Avatar, the first one, was amazing because it was so revolutionary. It was amazing, but I didn't need to see all the other ones after that, and I never needed to see it again. So that kind of says something too.
Yeah, I think it does.
That's actually good. That's actually a good point. What movies would you ever see again? For a second or third time.
I mean, pay to go to the cinema for it rather than okay.
Or see it a second time. Yeah. Have you ever gone to multiple showings of a single movie?
I have, but that's because I've gone with someone and then gone with a friend who wanted to see it. So that's the only time I've ever done it.
And was it worthwhile? Did you enjoy it the second time?
Yeah, to be honest, I can't remember which film it was, but I know it might have been a Star Wars one, and I don't like Star Wars either. So
like Star Wars. There are only certain films I'll go see over and over again. Definitely, again, like you're all going to think all I do is love Avengers, but I'm just saying in the most recent time period, I have gone to see those movies multiple times in the movie theater. That's why I got so incensed when like Francis Ford Coppola and Martin Scorsese were saying it's not real movies. I was like, you know what I mean? Because they criticized it, saying that those are not real movies because they don't value whatever they think that is. And I'm like, just because it's commercial and just because you don't enjoy it doesn't mean it's not a certain kind of art. It is still art. But that's my issues with Martin and Francis. I'll talk to them later.
Well, the Irishman. There's a film you can fall asleep in.
Yeah, there you go.
It's about 10 days long.
For sure. For sure.
But I saw when I was younger, the first movie I saw multiple times was the original Superman with Christopher Reeve. I kept going back to see the movie over and over again. I've also seen Field of Dreams multiple times, but that's been, it's not even in the movie theaters anymore, clearly. But are there movies that you guys can see over and over again, and that whether it's, that you see on the movies, but that you watch every time it's on? Like another one for me is, what's the one with Tim Robbins and Morgan Freeman?
Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption. Yes. Every time it comes on, gotta watch
every time it comes on, doesn't matter where you're at. You just okay, whatever. Yeah, it's such a good movie.
Yeah.
Melanie said, "I've seen the first Rocky movie twice in the theater. That's the only one." Oh, Rocky.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good movie, the first one. But then he had like 17 other ones after that. Yeah.
I really the Coen Brothers films I could watch over and over again, like Raising Arizona and
Fargo.
Fargo.
Are they Fargo?
No, I don't think is Fargo Coen Brothers. I can't remember.
I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know.
And what was the other one? There's a bunch of them. Barton Fink.
Wait. Okay.
Raising Arizona was the biggest one. Raising Arizona. I've seen that one so many times.
I like Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, but it wasn't that big of a film.
Yeah. I've seen that a couple of times too. Yeah.
Raising Arizona, Barton Fink. Did I spell their names wrong? Oh, here it is. Okay, it took a minute to come up. The Big Lebowski. That's why you guys like it.
That's it.
I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, I'm not a big Coen fan. Why? Okay. All men love that movie. Cult classic. Fargo is the Coen brothers. That's why it won an Oscar. Crime drama. No Country for Old Men. That was a great movie.
It was, wasn't it?
That was a really hard movie for me to watch, but I did watch it. I didn't realize how many they did. Let me just go down the list. Why is this so slow right now? Sorry, guys. I can't see everything.
That's okay.
True Grit, Inside Llewellyn Davis, Hail Caesar.
Oh, that's my favorite one of their films.
Which one? Hail Caesar?
No, Inside Llewellyn Davis. I just love folk music and
it's a folk music drama.
And it's just
they did Blood
film,
Simple, Raising Arizona, Miller's Crossing, Barton Fink, and The Hudsucker Proxy. I didn't realize how many movies they had.
Hudsucker Proxy. Oh, that was a good one too. Yeah, that was really good.
Go ahead, Rick. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say the only one I walked out of was The Cable Guy with Jim Carrey, and mind you, I think Jim Carrey's funny. I loved him from In Living Color. Like he cracked me up. But there's also a little bit of backstory, and I've told this on here before, where I went with my then girlfriend, later wife, now ex-wife, and so I was thinking me and her.
Way too much info, but go ahead.
So I thought it was just me and her going to see this movie. She invited her friends to go too. I was like, "What are you doing? Why? What are you doing?" So I was already in a bad mood from that fact, and then I just thought the movie was so dumb. I couldn't stand it. And I was like, "I'm sorry, you guys. Stay here and watch it. I'm going to go." And they were like, no, we'll all go then. And I was like, no, you already paid for it. Just stay and watch. I got to go. And I walked out.
I think that's an okay movie to miss, by the way, or not watch. Like I would have never even, I think I've said this before when you've talked about it. I would have never even thought of spending money to see that movie. I would have waited for it to come on cable. But that's just
as far as movies that I'd watch again in the theater, like Indiana Jones, most of those. Star Wars too, even though I'm a Trekkie, but Star Wars I would, because it is that cinematic more feel. Believe it or not, as much of a Trekkie as I am, if they go to the movies and which one are you going to watch, Star Wars movie or Star Trek movie, I would probably pick Star Wars, believe it or not. Just because
this isn't a big deal, but okay, we believe you. No, I'm just you're like, believe it or not.
Everybody knows I love Star Trek. I really love Star Trek.
I just think the Star Trek movies suck. I'm sorry. All of them suck. Even J.J. Abrams versions. I mean, I like them, but I don't need to see. Like, if I don't need to see it again, it's not that good. That's the criteria. Like, it's good, but I don't need to see it again.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
But Star Trek, the show, is better than Star Wars altogether, as far as I'm concerned. Don't fight me. Are you guys Trekkies or Star Wars people? No.
Neither.
Okay,
No.
clearly this is not the group I was.
I had girlfriends at school. I didn't like Star Wars.
Oh!
Okay then.
No. I'm at that age where Star Wars. When I was growing up, Star Wars wasn't coming out, so it's not really a big deal to me.
Oh, really?
If you're of a certain age, though, and it came out when you were a child, it's a big deal, isn't it? But I was born in like 83.
I can test
we're already
that.
done before then.
Okay, that's okay then. Yeah, I didn't realize how much of a jerk you are, but no, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. No, you're right. You didn't come like you weren't even born when the first ones came out. So right when did
the
the
Star Wars I
Star
watched
Wars
was the Attack at what was it called? The first one with the one that's not the first one, but it is the first one. Liam Neeson was in it. It was crap.
Those are I've never even seen those. So the originals are 3, 4, and 5, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Or 4, 5, and 6, whatever the fuck.
No,
but
3, 4, and 5. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I got dragged to that one, and it wasn't very good.
Yeah, no, that's horrible. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. So that is a generational thing for sure. For sure.
Yep. You're destroying my childhood here, man.
Why?
Because I was born when those things came, when the first ones came out, and I stood outside the theater for hours with the other guys, with like lined up around the block.
I probably would have as well, you know.
Yeah,
I probably would have been there with you.
It was quite an event, actually. Quite an event back then. So
Well, I had really good marketing.
Yeah, but also I think like you have your own thing, Gary. Not you, but your generation. You know, the whole Harry Potter thing was the big craze.
Oh, no. That's a bit too late. What it was for me, the first time I remember queuing up outside the cinema was Jurassic Park.
Really?
Oh, Steven Spielberg. Yeah. That's good.
I remember we had our picture in the local paper because we were the first group of people in the cinema queuing up on the day. So there's a picture of us like in front of the sign, like the dinosaur sign, all pointing at it and stuff. When we're like 12.
Wow.
So there you go.
Hi, Dean Stud. Your name scares me. Dean Studi. Dean Stud. Back then we could sit all day and rewatch. It's true. We really, really could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's one of those things that we always knew we could, but I don't remember anybody actually doing that, like hanging around and sitting and rewatching movies at the theater. Did anyone do that?
Well, we used to play outside much more. I mean, we didn't have phones and we didn't have.
Yeah.
We actually were outside playing all the time. So, and when you used the phone, you used a rotary phone, which was attached to your home. It wasn't something you carried around with you. No, I'm just saying it for the young people in the audience. I don't know. I'm saying it for Gary.
Do they mean sit all day and rewatch? Is when the film's over, you just don't leave and stay there?
Wait, say that again?
Is that what we think he's on about? So when the film ends, rather than leaving, you just sit and wait, and then it plays again. I'm wondering if that's what he's on about when he says you can sit all day and rewatch it.
Oh, I don't know.
I think you used to be able to do that in the cinema in the old days. Like if you kind of hung around, you could just sit there.
Not the same movie over and over again, but I used to go into the movie theater and then I would wait for it to end and then I would sneak into another theater and watch whatever movie was there. Like you would do that.
The movie plexes, yeah.
And you could sneak in. Now you can't do that. I mean,
because once you were past the ticket person, like there was just all the screen, so you just go, "Oh, that one's just started." I'll just sneak in and
and you would sneak in and you would watch it. And I think that's how I saw Saturday Night Live, which I would have never gone in to see it if had I known. I was really young, and you have no idea what movie we're talking about. But that was like a very risque movie back then for a kid to see with John Travolta.
Which one? Which one?
Saturday Night Live.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, Saturday Night Fever. Sorry, Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah.
Saturday Night Fever. I said Saturday Night Live, but I meant Saturday.
I know that. Yeah, of course, everyone knows that film.
Yeah, but that was back in like the early '80s, right, or something. People. I
was going to do an impression, but I'm not going to.
Let me just read this. People used to just show up whenever, then they would leave saying, "This is where I came in." Oh, so you would sneak into a theater or whatever, and then you would talk about it from where you watched it. I got you. I think.
Or sometimes if you just if you show up late or whatever, I remember doing that, showing up late for a movie and then just hanging around and watching it the next showing to see what I missed. So
okay. I don't remember doing that.
Yeah.
Saturday Night Fever came out when. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be talking out loud.
It's okay. I honestly don't think that in theaters today.
Oh my God! I was really a little kid. 1977.
Whoa!
It was released in 1977.
Saturday Night Fever.
You know what? I don't think I snuck into that. I would have been okay. I don't know. Maybe, now I'm
1977 is a very good year.
It's a very good year. Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Wolfie. What were you saying?
No, it's okay. I've forgotten actually. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
My bad. No rules.
I was deprived. We were not allowed to go to the movies as a kid. I never when Star Wars came out, everybody talked about it at school. I didn't know nothing about it. Everything. We were literally not allowed to go to the movies.
Really?
Why? My parents thought they came from Portugal and they came here and apparently they saw some movie. They thought like again, now mind you, Portugal back then where they come from was like horses, no cars. So technology was very low. Then they came here and they went with some friends to watch a movie and it was a little bit risque because I later watched it and I was like, what's so bad about that movie? And they're like, oh no, we're not letting our kids do this. Da, da, da. So they just assumed even if it was a cartoon, they didn't care. They're like, oh no, it's bad. Movie bad. So we never saw any movies as a kid. And it was like, why don't your parents are weird. I'm like, you preach to the
I didn't see many either. My parents couldn't afford it. Like the cinema used to be like me and my sister's birthday gift. It'd be like, it's your birthday, you go in the cinema, and then McDonald's, again, another thing that you used to get like twice a year. and that was literally it. That was the only time I'd ever go to cinema is when it's your birthday. And there was never any good films in April when I was born.
No, that's so sad. Right. The best movies come out during Thanksgiving and Christmas, right?
Exactly. Yeah. They were never out when I was, when it was my birthday.
Or summer too, right? Summer blockbusters, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are just Wolfie, did you see a lot of movies when you were a kid? You did, right?
No, we were pretty hard up for money back then. So it was special occasions as well. Birthdays and Christmas and things like that. Well,
I was extremely wealthy, so I saw movies all the time.
Did you really?
I didn't. Yeah. No, we used to sneak into the movie theaters all the time, though. It was so much easier. Like you'd pay for one ticket and then you would let friends in or whatever. Like we were slimy. But yeah, I used to I was addicted. I still am, but it's just different times now. But I would always see every movie all the time. Every single movie that was nominated for an Oscar. I was, I've always been a Hollywood crazy person, and Broadway too. But I mean, I didn't live in New York, but I remember just dreaming of, going to Broadway because you would just hear about stuff or somebody would read about it in the paper of some, something came out or something. And that's what I wanted to do so badly. And of course, never did as a kid. Dean said, okay, wait. Melanie said the theater I went to as a child had only one movie. Shortly after, they added a second theater. Okay.
Mine
and
was
Dean
the same. Mine had one screen.
What?
Mine literally the one in my town had one screen.
Had one
screen. Just one big screen.
I prefer the smaller, beautiful theaters, actually. These megaplexes kind of overwhelm me. Dean said cans were 5 cents and bottles were 10 cents. I would usually gather a couple bucks worth from bushes behind our apartments.
Who's leaving money in the bush?
I don't know what that means. This is Cynthia, so hold on a second.
To make money to pay for the ticket, he'd go searching for bottles and cans and then return them because you get 5 cents or 10 cents, depending on what it is. And then if you get enough, you got enough for a movie ticket.
I thought he found a money bush where money was
that would be nice.
The bush.
I'm sorry, I'm responding to Cynthia, so talk.
You're fine. You're fine. Melanie, summer movies were good. Dean says yes. Yeah. Here
you go. Last time you went to cinema, how much did it cost for the ticket?
God, Gosh, I haven't been in so long because I've been taking care of my mom.
Oh my God. I went and saw Sinners. I paid like $23. Just, by the way,
Yeah.
I live here and I walked to the theater. So I'm talking about just the ticket. Just the ticket. It was like $23.
And what's the theater? Is it just a regular seat in the theater, or is it like a VIP theater? Carmen?
No, this was a regular theater. I didn't go to a VIP. I mean,
Okay.
I didn't do that. No, I just a regular theater. I mean, it was a nice theater, you know, it's nice, but it was still, and it was like a matinee. It was during the day. It wasn't even at night. It was like and I remember, okay, so this is where we start sounding like our grandparents and shit, right? But I remember I used to be able to go to matinee and pay like $3, $5. You could so go like, and that's why I used to go to the movies all the time. Like I would save my money and I would wait, and you know what I mean? Like because that's what I would spend my money on.
50 pence. Saturday morning in Crewe where I lived, 50 pence. You didn't know what the film was until you turned up. So we'd all pay 50 pence. Sometimes we'd leave after like 10 minutes because we're like, oh, this is crap. We just
need to know what 50 pence is. Let me do the conversion.
50 cents.
Yeah, but is that the same conversion?
$0.50. Conversion, it's probably 67 cents. There you go.
Oh, really?
Like that.
Okay.
Plus back then, you know, so
Yeah.
Yeah, 50p is probably the equivalent of, I don't know, like £2 these days.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
yeah,
I was going to say, sometimes you get lucky and it'd be a film from years ago that was being replayed that you'd never seen. But a lot of the time it was just films that no one wanted to see.
I think the last time
on Saturday morning.
Right, yeah. I think last time I paid something between maybe 16, 18 for the ticket.
Well, you know what they do in England? They're starting to change the price depending on the film. So if you're going to a AAA blockbuster Marvel shooty film, then they might charge you £20-25. But if you are going to a low budget horror or like an indie film, it might be £15. And then they've got the quality of seats. So what they've started to do now is the seats in the middle, they're now the same seats, but they charge extra if you want to sit there. Otherwise, you have to sit at the side. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Do you guys have a favorite spot in the theater to sit?
I like to go further back. I don't like to be too close to the front. Well, that's just a preference. Depends on the size of the screen, but usually I'll go further back.
Yeah. Me, I go back as far as I can in the middle. That's where I prefer. If I get the back row, I'm happy.
It was I tend to go only to the VIP theaters, so it was like last time I went was like $31 for a ticket.
Oh my god!
But you get you get a recliner seat, electric recliner seat, and you get service to your seat. So you get food and alcohol service. So
and they wonder why no one wants to go to the cinema anymore. And then when you do go, there's arseholes chucking popcorn and setting off grenades in the cinema or whatever.
See, there's a method to the madness though. Like if you're paying that kind of money for a ticket, you're not going to get teenagers in there, like throwing stuff around. So
that's true.
Yeah, it makes
sense.
It's
generally a good experience, I find anyway.
And so if there's an earthquake, then the ground under you is shaking. I bet you get top quality audio and all that.
Yeah, that's actually not in the VIP theater. We do have that, but it's in a different theater. So yeah, but for me, it's worth it. $31 for a good evening makes sense to me. So,
if it's a good movie,
it's a good movie, yeah.
So just so you all know, Cynthia's fine. She just forgot, which I don't even know what that's about, but whatever.
She's okay. That's what matters. Okay, good.
Yeah, that's all that matters. I just want to say, like, I wanted to cancel to have the day off. I mean, I'm glad you guys are here. I'm totally glad. But both Rick and Cynthia were like, no, let's do it. I have nothing to do, whatever. I could have been sleeping on my couch. No offense. But it's okay. All right, what else you got, Rick? Anything? Because if not, I have stuff.
Well, I just saw Melanie said, I'm watching Pittsburgh fireworks on TV muted to hear the sound effects out of my window. And I'm not going to lie, you guys maybe don't hear it because yesterday you didn't hear it. But again, there's fireworks outside my window and it is so loud and distracting. I'm having a hard time concentrating. It's so loud.
Really?
No, we don't hear anything.
Well, great.
Nope.
That's all.
Don't hear a thing.
No.
That is
Okay, let's talk about relationships. That's
Go
always a good
for it.
one.
Go
No,
for
I'm
it.
just kidding.
juicy.
So, Gary, how are you doing? Are you dating anyone now? Are we going to try to set you up? What's the deal? What's going on?
Do you know anyone in my town?
I don't know about your town. we never finalized how we were going to hook you up with somebody.
It's okay. I don't need help. I'm all right.
I didn't say you needed help. I'm just asking what your type is, what you're looking for. Because the next thing is going to be like, you're going to hook me up. You're going to hook me up with somebody in your town.
You just want me to find you a man with an accent, don't you? That's literally all you want me to do.
Yes. You see, you think I'm trying to be all nice to you? I'm not. I'm like, how can I selfishly? I'm gonna reel you in and then use you. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And plus, I'm ready to go overseas. My friend Scott lives in Spain, and he keeps saying, just come over, just come. And I'm like, I'd have to leave for like the next. We have what 3.5 years. I would have to move to Spain for 3.5 years. What about you, Wolfie? I don't even know if you're married and stuff with kids. I think we might have talked about this before.
No, I'm a confirmed bachelor. I've been a bachelor for about 20 years now, something like that. So, yep, it's good.
Really, is that your preference? Because a lot of women are like, yeah, happy to be single, happy to not be involved.
Actually, that's
wait, what? Wait, Gary, what? What did
Some
you
of
say?
them are liars.
Is that a lie? Okay, no. Let me let.
No, I
Wolfie
said some of them are just saying it. They
just
do
saying
want a
it.
relationship. I think some of them do want a relationship, but if they can't find the right person,
turn the lights off.
they then say, "I'd rather be single."
Okay, but wait. You know what? The lights on looked good, but it was too bright for you, huh?
It was just too bright, yeah.
But can't you just dim it? Is that your Alexa or something?
Actually, that's a good point. Turn the lights on 50%.
See?
It's like Star Trek.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Is that Alexa? Are you using Alexa?
No, it's Siri.
Siri. Yeah. Okay.
I'm waiting for tea, Earl Grey, hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I don't even drink. They don't watch Star Trek. They don't get it. You guys don't watch Star Trek, right? So you don't get what kind of joke he just made.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. I've watched it.
It's Picard asking the computer for his cup of tea. All right, wait. I want to go back to the dating thing. Gary, what did you say? I feel like you offended me somehow.
No, I'm not saying it to you. I've heard women in the past say, "Oh, they want to be single or they enjoy being single," but I don't think they do deep down.
Really? Okay. Well,
I don't.
You don't think women prefer to be single that are single? You think they're kind of just saying it because they are single, so they're like claiming it so that they don't look bad being single.
If they found the perfect man, that would go out the window.
Child, there is no such thing, baby. I mean, I wish to the good Lord there was. There is no such thing. Make it so. Totally, Captain Picard. Okay, Wolfie. So you are a confirmed bachelor, and that is by choice? Like,
yeah. When I won't get into it. It's a big long story, but when my marriage ended back in 2000, that was it for me. I mean, I had one fling since then, but that was it. So
kids.
I've got 2 kids. Yeah, both grown. So
yeah. That's why you're retired. That's so cool because your kids are grown.
Great. Kids are grown. It's me and my cat.
Yeah, there you go. You know what offends me though is when people act like if you're single, then you can't possibly be happy, and I'm like, no. Some people maybe that's true for some people, maybe, but no. Some people are perfectly fine being single. They're totally happy. They're not. Oh, I wish I had a man or a woman. Blah, blah, blah. They're not pining, and they're happy. They're fine.
And there's Carmen just modeling it for us.
I think the confusion, Gary, and also because you are younger, I'm not using that against you. I'm using that as a reference to experience of getting older. Because when I was in my 30s and maybe early 40s, there was this like desire to, oh my God, I really want to be with somebody forever. And then I was married, divorced, and I dated or whatever. And it's like at some point, what ends up happening is you start to realize like it's so much better to be on your own and not have a relationship than to be with somebody who gets on your every mother effing nerve.
Oh, that makes sense. You'd rather be alone than with the wrong person. That makes sense.
But it's not about but Will, let me finish. It's not the wrong person. So here's the confusion. People think that women, and I'm not speaking for all women, but I'm gonna speak for a majority of them. I'm gonna speak for a majority of them. I think what you're confusing is women like me who would rather not have a full-on relationship, but still have sex with men, but not have this person living in my house and I have to tell you what I'm doing and where I'm going, and you know what I mean? And it's not about the wrong person. I think things have just changed. Things have changed. Like, you know what I mean? So I think I don't know what women you're talking about, but I do think is like in a lot of my women groups, I'll say the women that I know, some of them are married and miserable. Most of the women I know who are married are miserable, right? And they have their kids. And I'm saying most, I'm going to say 75% of my friends who are married and have children and are supposedly in that, like, you know, pseudo perfect marriage are miserable. And the reason why I know is because every time I get together with them, that's what we talk about is their marriage, not about my life. We talk about their, and I don't bring it up. And then my friends, all my girlfriends who are single, then you're talking about women in their 40s and 50s, okay? Who are all the women who are single, whether they were married before, whatever, are so okay with life. They're like so happy. Now, do they have men that they sleep with or have relationships with on and off? Yeah, but this idea that we're going to have this kind of everyone gets married at 25 and 30 and have kids and live happily ever after, and there's like a prince and I don't think that's the way it goes anymore. I mean, maybe that's just me, but I don't think so.
No, I know. We discussed. All right, I don't want to have kids. It's one of the things
we talked about that before.
Yeah, I bring it up very early, so there's no, there's no confusion.
Right.
That's good. That's smart, actually. Do that.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, get that out of the way.
I never wanted kids either. I never wanted kids.
Don't you find that there are a lot of successful relationships taking place now where people aren't living at each other's homes? They're living at their own homes and they're coming together for their dates and stuff, right?
Yes. I've always said that as a joke, but I think it's actually true. Like if I'm ever in a long-term relationship again, and I'm never going to say I'm never going to get married, but I doubt it. But I always used to say we'd have to be so wealthy that there'd be the East Wing and the West Wing, and we would meet in the middle whenever we want to hang out because I need my own space and he clearly would need his own space too. And I think that is the big probably difference. Yeah, I do think that's true.
Yeah. We're not treating it as precious anymore that you even have to stay in the same bedroom every night, right? It's
Oh, and the idea of sharing my bed while I'm asleep, that's not gonna work. No. We're gonna do what we have to do, and then you need to leave, and you need to leave to your bedroom, or you need to leave to your other house, or whatever you need to do.
A woman I know, her and her husband don't sleep in the same bed; they have their own room.
That's right. And we used to make fun of like old people, which now I'm becoming one. But because remember, you would see like the 50s show and they'd have the two twin beds by themselves.
I Love Lucy.
Remember?
Yeah.
Totally makes sense now. Totally makes sense.
Dick Van Dyke Show. Remember those twin beds?
Yeah, the twin beds. Yeah. Melanie said, "I've always wanted kids. It just never happened." Yeah, and for some people, it just doesn't happen. And I'm sorry that you wanted them and it didn't happen for you, Melanie. But I know you've lived a wonderful and brilliant life anyways. And I think that's also the thing that's changed. Like you're not less of a woman because you don't have children. You know, because I can't tell you how many times in my 20s and 30s people are like, "Oh, you don't have children?" Ooh,
oh, really?
You know? Even the other day on the show with Dr. Means, who I loved, we had we were talking, whatever, and she was like, "Carmen, I'm so sorry you never," I forget how she said it, but she said something like, you never understood the feeling of, having a child where you would want to die for your child. She said something like that. And I came back and said, you know what? I would die for a child in a heartbeat. I have nieces and nephews. Like, it may not be the same as you having children, but don't put that on me. Well, no, I'm just saying. What were you going to say, Gary? I feel something coming.
No, I love kids. Like I had a half day from work today, and this is kind of weird to say at my age, but my nephew's daughter, so I'm her great uncle or grand uncle, whatever the hell that is.
Yeah.
I took her we all went out to this park and we took her there and stuff. You know, I was playing with her on the swings and stuff. It was fine. But I get to give her back at the end, which I like that part. I just don't want the entire, I don't want the 24/7 thing.
Yeah.
You know, little bits here and there is perfectly fine.
That's what's great about being a grandparent as well. Same thing. You can get them for a little while and then you give them back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, we are at the hour mark, my brothers. What else you want to talk about relationships? Are you sure there's nothing I can do for you, Gary? I know some people in London. I can hook you up.
Nah, I'm all right, thanks.
No, I'm just kidding. Anything else, Rick? Ricardo?
Happy 4th of July to the Americans, I guess.
No, happy 4th of July. No, I'm just kidding. No. We are
happy
definitely
kicking us out your country day.
What?
Yeah.
Happy kicking us out your country day.
Yes,
Enjoy.
exactly. Do you guys have plans for the weekend? I mean, I know it's Saturday for you, Gary, right? It's Saturday morning.
Yeah, I'll be out from like 2 in the afternoon through to about 10 or 11. I'm like a day drinker, so I go out earlier and then come home earlier. So a lot of people will go out on a Saturday night at like 7, half 7, 8 o'clock, and then they'll come home at like 2 or 3. Whereas I go out earlier. I prefer the afternoon.
Is that all your friends hang out and do?
No, tomorrow it's just 2 of them.
Cool.
Ian and Paul with me tomorrow.
I do miss that more. I think that's something that changes when you get into your 40s and 50s, is because my friends are so married. You know what I mean? It's hard for us to just get together at a restaurant and drink and laugh.
These 2 guys both don't have kids. There's a reason why I hang around with Ian and Paul. Like,
yeah,
we have a lot in common.
Yeah.
You go to like different pubs, just hop around.
Yeah. My friend Paul's like a big real ale person. We've got a number of pubs like that in my hometown. So we go there.
That.
You know,
okay.
There's a craft ale place where we know the owners. My friend Paul's a musician. He had an album release party there the other week, so we're probably going to go there and see them.
Oh, fun! Congratulations to him.
Yeah, he's doing all right. He's been wanting to release an album for years and years, and I persuaded him, why don't you just do it yourself? He's kind of retired as well. So I was like, hello.
Hey, Cynthia.
Sorry. Cynthia, it's Wolfie. That's Wolfie and Gary. You were asking me who are the guys on the show. You know them both, don't you?
I know. I'm sorry. I'm using my phone, so it's like really small, so I couldn't really see. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So I told everyone
I'm sitting in my car.
So where were you? You were out with Juan, your husband.
We were fishing.
Oh, wow.
This is not an outfit for fishing. I don't understand the city fishing.
Well, he does the fishing. I just sit there.
All right. Well, I'm sad. I mean, I would have canceled, but I'm glad I didn't because Gary and Wolfie showed up. So, and Rick was here.
Well,
Rick was also late, so I was like, I didn't go on.
I
know, but that's a big deal because I'm thinking you're both not coming on. You know what I mean? So I was like, should I go on? So in the future, I have to go on because I realized there was all these people waiting for us. So I can't. Yeah, I have to be better about that. I'm sorry, everyone. I was late. I apologize, but I don't know why. Okay, cool. Well, we were just about to log off. I was just asking everyone what they're doing this weekend. Wolfie, did you answer? Because I forgot what you said.
Every day's a weekend for me, so nothing special.
Because he retired. Are you watching any specific show?
No, I'm not. No.
Okay.
No,
right.
It's summer now, so not much on really.
Yeah.
Melanie just said, Cynthia, what did you prepare for tonight?
Not a thing.
After yesterday, she was adamant that her and Rick would do the show and be here. Yeah, okay. Whatever.
I did say it was Rick's show. It was Rick's show tonight.
No, you were both supposed to do it together. It doesn't matter. So that will never happen again. It will always be All About the Joy Carmen show because clearly I cannot be lying to people. Gary, thank you for coming on. I hope you have a great rest of your week. I appreciate you coming on. I hope you'll do it again.
Yeah, sure. It won't be every week because it depends on.
Yeah, no. But whenever you
every now
can.
and again.
I mean, that was kind of nice to have you jump on. So thank you. You saved
When,
work.
when it's too hot, you can't sleep.
It was good to meet you, Gary.
Very hot.
Yeah.
He can't hear you, Wolfie. I don't think he heard you.
Sorry, what was that?
I said it's good to meet you.
Oh yeah, and you.
Yeah.
Enjoy retirement, you lucky man.
Yeah.
Look how international we are right now. I'm loving this.
Yeah, it's great.
I know. All that's missing is Nazim in Italy.
Yes, I know. I'm surprised Nazim hasn't shown up in a while. But who's our other friend from Turkey? Don't we have someone else from Turkey?
Oh yeah.
Well, originally I think, but he lives in England. So yeah, Maslow.
Right. Maslow. Right, Maslow.
Mm-hmm.
Maslow. Yeah. Hey, we're an international show. We can't help it. We are who we are. You know what I mean? So, all right. With that, everyone, I'm going to close this down. I hope everyone has a great weekend. And remember, at the end of the day, Sunday, 12 o'clock. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to air that, though. Okay, Sunday, 12 o'clock, 3 p.m. Eastern. Be here. We'll have something to share. Okay, bye, everyone. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about the joy. Bye. Don't jump off, guys. Bye.
Bye.